Welcome to online learning prepared by foreign teachers in Prathom Suksa 6, Anuban Chunburi School. This video recording is for educational purposes only. Again, my name is Teacher Edward. I will be your science and health teacher. Before we're going to proceed to our study this week, we need to have our review for our past lesson. Okay, so last week we studied about types of nutrients. We study the types of nutrients, that there are 6, right? There are 6 types of nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, water, vitamins, and minerals. Can you still remember them? Good. And we also study the examples of each food group. For example, rice, bread are example of carbohydrates. Butter, cheese are example of fats. And chicken, fish are example of proteins. We also study about the benefits of its nutrients, which is very important, and functions of its nutrients in our body. So, there are how many types of nutrients again? There are, number 19, how many types of nutrients we study?
6.
Very good. Let's start with here, carbohydrates. So what's next? Tanapon, what is next to carbohydrates?
Protein.
Very good. Next. Parinya. Carbohydrates, proteins, what's next? Carbohydrates. Okay, I can't hear you. Sorry, Parinya, but I cannot hear your answer. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, water, vitamins, and minerals. 6 of them. All right. So we finished studying all about them. We also learned some vocabulary words last week. We have energy, growth, nutrients, exist, constipation, repair, caution, and the last one is fiber. Okay, so we study all this vocabulary last week. And our topic for today is, I think, found in your book, page 7, if I'm not mistaken, in your Inside Out science textbook. Our topic for today is all about balanced diet. So today we will be studying about how to plan a balanced diet. Also, we will study what is the food pyramid. What are the factors that affect a person's energy requirement? And how to compute our body mass index, or BMI. So those 4 subtopics, we are going to learn them today. Okay, but before that, I want you to focus on the video here. It's all about food pyramid, and I want you to listen attentively, and I want you to turn on your video as well. And of course, I will be asking questions about the video later on. Are you ready? Let's watch the video.
Hello friends! Welcome to a new Happy Learning video. Today, we are going to learn a bit more about healthy eating. Something very important to all of us. We already know that healthy foods are fundamental for our existence. They help us grow, be strong, and be healthy. To eat healthily, one must learn about the variety and quantities of the food we eat. We need to learn about the food pyramid and follow its steps. Here it is. The first step on the pyramid, the smallest one. is the one about fats and sweets. It's the favorite one by all children, but to be honest, it is the worst one. One must eat very little or nothing from this step. Pastries and sweeties are delicious, but they contain a high number of calories, which are very bad for our body. They make us fatter and don't help with anything. In fact, many doctors agree that this sector is very bad for our health. The second step is formed by meat, fish, and eggs. It is very important to vary these foods every single day. You shouldn't just eat meat because you don't like fish. In fact, we should eat more fish and eggs than meat. The third step is all about dairy. This group consists of milk, cheese, and butter. I especially love yogurts. We must eat these foods from 1 to 3 times a day. The fourth step is extremely important because it revolves around fruits and vegetables. These foods fill our bodies with vitamins and minerals and allow us to stay in shape and be strong. Doctors recommend to eat these 5 times a day. If you do, your body will thank you. The base of the pyramid, fifth step, is the group of the carbohydrates. Here you can find cereals, bread, pasta, rice, and potatoes. They are also very important, so we must eat them daily. As well as following the different steps in the pyramid, we need to take into account the advice of doctors and nutrition experts. One must try to eat at the same time every day. Eating with family will always be beneficial, and also drink plenty of water. But most importantly, every day we must do some kind of physical exercise. If we eat healthy and do exercise, we will grow strong both mentally and physically. So now you know. Bye, friends! And don't forget to subscribe to Happy Learning TV.
Okay, so I hope you learned something about the video, about the food pyramid. What are the foods that we need to eat less, and what are the foods that takes up the biggest part of our diet? Now, here are some of the vocabulary words that we will be studying this afternoon. I think Nataya is dancing, or I'm sorry. So we have here number 1. The first word that we're going to learn is the word diet. Can you read it with me? Diet. Diet. Number 2, balance. Number 2, balance. Why I cannot see your mouth moving? You need to speak as well. Okay, let's go back to number 1. Number 1, diet. Diet. Very good. Number 9, don't rub one. It's okay if you will not turn on your microphone, as long as I can see your mouth is moving. Okay. Number 2, balance. All right. Number 3, adequate. Adequate. Number 4 is variety. Variety. Number 5, obesity. Obesity. Number 6, kilocalories. Kilocalories. And number 7, moderate. Moderate. Okay, so let's study them one by one. So the first word is diet. It is the amount and type of food that a person needs. So for example, I will say, I will change my diet starting next week. Okay, so you're going to change the kind of food that you are eating. For example, before you like drinking dekcha, ice cream, and all of that. Then your new diet, you will say, I will not drink them, I will not eat them anymore. Okay, so that is diet, the amount and type of food that a person needs. For example, you're becoming fatter and fatter, so you might consider changing your diet. Diet can be considered as well. For example, you like drinking Sprite, okay? So you can drink maybe 4 or 5 soft drinks in 1 week. Then you will say, okay, this week I'm going to drink only 1 bottle of Sprite. So that is also considered a diet because the amount of the food that a person needs. Okay. Next word is the word balance. Balance is a situation in which different things exist in equal, correct, or good amount. So balance, okay? So they are equal, balance. Like the cat is balancing there. The next word is adequate. Adequate is an adjective. It is, the meaning of this is satisfactory or acceptable in quality or quantity. Means it is enough. Adequate. Okay, for example, I had an adequate sleep last night. So it means you are sleeping, you slept for 8 hours. Okay, so adequate, enough. The next word is variety. Variety means a lot, okay, or different kinds. The quality or state of having different forms or types. For example, the one you can see here, you can see a watermelon, avocado, grapes, orange juice, tomato, and some leafy vegetables, including banana. So those food, they are not the same. Okay, so it is like there are some variety of the food in your plate. Okay, it's not okay if you keep on eating the same kind of food. Fried chicken today, then fried chicken again, fried chicken, fried chicken. That is not healthy. Okay, so you need to have a different forms, different types of food. Next word is obesity. Oh, this one, I want you to remember the word obesity. Obesity means you are becoming very, very fat. Not only fat, but very fat. It is the condition of being grossly fat or overweight. Okay? So maybe a person who is fat is, okay, but obesity is it is a condition that some people, those who are obese, cannot stand up. They cannot stand up on their own. Tanapon, do you want to become like that? You cannot stand up anymore because you are very, very fat. Parami, you want to experience that? You cannot stand up anymore because you are very fat. Cannot stand up. So these are the people who we call obese. They have this condition of obesity, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to have that, right? So the next word is kilocalories. It is a unit of energy of 1,000 calories, equal to 1 large calorie. Okay, for example, you'll say a banana has 120 calories. Okay, so that is there. You can get the word kilocalorie from there. Moderate. It is the average in amount, intensity, quality, or degree. Okay, for example, you are exercising, you're riding, for example, Parinya is riding a bike. So when I say moderate, it's not, you are not riding the bike very, very fast and not very, very slow. Only moderate. You understand? Not very fast, not very slow, moderate. Okay? So that is the meaning of the word moderate. Okay, we are here in our quiz time. And I will be requesting some of you to answer some of the questions. Let's begin. Fill in the blanks. There are words here. I think you're familiar. How are we going to answer this? You're going to get the answers inside the box, and we're going to use those words to complete the sentences below. Number one is given to you. So I will read number one as an example. I am trying to abstain from sweets for my new diet. So the answer there is diet. All right. So we're going to cross out the word diet here. Now, number two, who wants to answer number two? You can raise your hand, or you can turn directly your mic on. You can turn your mic on and you can answer number two. I will read the question for number two. The reasons of blank can be very different. The most common reasons are poor diet and lack of exercise. It means very, very fat. What's the answer?
Obesity.
Obesity. Very good, Don Rapon. Let's see if your answer is correct. Obesity. So let's read all together the sentence. The reasons of obesity can be very different. The most common reasons are poor diet and lack of exercise. Very good. Now let's proceed to number three, but we need to cancel out the word obesity. Okay, good. Now number three. Chuntida, number 19. What's the answer? Try to keep balance between work and relaxation. Very good, Chuntida. Balance, correct. Number four, who wants to answer? The newly opened mall offers a lot, or different types of leisure activities. What's the word? Different types of leisure activities. What's another word of different types? Who wants to answer? Let's have Jinipa, number four. What do you think is the answer? I will give you an option, Jinipa. Option A, letter A, variety, or letter B, adequate? Variety or adequate?
Adequate.
Adequate is wrong. Jinipa, read again with the correct answer. The newly opened mall, 1, 2, 3, go. Jinipa, the answer here is variety, right? So I want you to read number 4. Go.
The newly open mall offer a variety of
Leisure
leisure
activity.
activities.
Perfect. Very good. Thank you. Let's have number 5. Let's have number 5. What do you think is the answer for number 5? The school is perfectly blank for students' needs. Not a what? Number 13. Do you want to answer?
Moderate.
Moderate is wrong. Do you have a different answer? Not a what?
Adequate.
Very good. Can you read the entire sentence for number 5, please?
The school is perfectly adequate for student needs.
Perfect. Thank you. Number 6. How many blank we burn during a 10-kilometer run? So what do you think is the answer? Who wants to answer? Who is speaking? What's the answer?
kilocalories.
Kilocalorie. It's Donrapon. How many kilocalories we burn during a 10-kilometer run? Okay, so the answer there is kilocalories. The last number 7. I want who is this guy? Don't have a name. I will pin you. What is your name? Your name is in Thai. I cannot read it. You don't have a number as well. Or anybody who wants to answer. Anybody who wants to answer? Nataya, go.
Moderate.
Can you read from the entire sentence? We bike. 1, 2, 3, go.
We bike from Bang Suan to Bang San at a moderate pace.
Perfect. All right. So we finished already. Good job, everybody. Great job. Now let's proceed to our main topic for this afternoon. As what I have said earlier, you will be needing your Inside Out science textbook, and you will be needing your highlighter as well. Okay, so your book and your highlighter ready. So how do we have a balanced diet? Okay, so how can we have a balanced diet so that we will have energy, but we will not become fat, or we will not become obese? So here, a balanced diet is one that provides the right amounts, okay, right amounts of nutrients that a person needs. Not too much, not too little. Because if it is too much, what will happen? We become fat. If it's too less, we don't have energy. Okay, so the first here we have how to plan a balanced diet is for us to have this guideline from a food pyramid. Okay, so different types of food provide us with different nutrients. Highlight the text that I highlighted as well. In the food pyramid, foods that provide us with the same type of nutrients are grouped together. Okay, so the food with the same, that provide the same type of nutrients are grouped together. The food pyramid helps us plan a balanced diet. So how can we have a balanced diet? By following the food pyramid. Okay, we are going to follow the food pyramid so that we can have, or we can plan a balanced diet. Now we need to remember that the foods at the bottom of the food pyramid should make up the biggest part. Okay, the bottom, okay, it's the food pyramid. The bottom part should take up should make up the biggest part of our diet, and the foods that can be found at the top of the food pyramid should be taken in a very, very small amounts only. So what are those foods? Let's proceed to page, we are in page 9, right? Oh, what page are we now? 7 or 8 or 9?
7.
All right, page 7. There you can see. So here is the food pyramid. The first part is the base of this pyramid is made up of noodles, rice, and bread. What nutrients we can get from this?
Carbohydrate.
I'm sorry. What is the nutrients that we can get from this food? Noodles, rice, and bread.
Carbohydrate.
Carbohydrates. Perfect. What about the second one? We have vegetables and fruits. What are the nutrients that we can get out of these vegetables and fruits?
Vitamins and minerals.
Vitamins and minerals. Good, good. So the vegetables and fruits are rich in vitamins and minerals. And the next part of this or next section of this food pyramid is consists of milk and cheese, meat, fish, and eggs. So the nutrients we can get here are fats and proteins. Yes, proteins and fats as well because of the milk and cheese. Okay, so the last one here is the fats, oil, and sweets. The fats, oils, sweets such as candies. We can eat, but in a very little amount only. And we need to remember that foods at the bottom of the food pyramid should make up the biggest part of our diet, and the foods that are found at the top of the food pyramid should be taken in small amounts. All right. Now here, we are now in page 8. I want you to highlight some of these words. The nutrients that our bodies need changes as we grow. Okay, so the food that you are eating when you were a baby, you're just drinking milk, right? But as we grow older, we need more energy, and the food that we are eating changes. So we have here for the babies and young children. Okay, so you don't belong to this group. Let's say the babies until let's say young children, let's say until grade 4, okay, from babies until grade 4 or grade 5, they need foods that are rich in iron. Okay, so babies and young children need foods that are rich in iron. This is because iron helps develop the brains. Okay, so the babies and young children needs food that are rich in iron. And you are no longer babies, right? Because I think all of you here are grade how old are you guys? Let's have number 30, Napichaya. How old are you, Napichaya?
11.
Okay, I think all of you are 11. Maybe some of you, 1 or 2 is like 10. I doubt if there is anybody who is 12 years old. What about Natchanana? How old are you? How old are you? Okay, good. Okay. So 10, 11, 12. Let's say 10, 11, 12. You belong to this next group. You are in the adolescent stage in your life. And what do you guys need? What do you need? You need extra energy from carbohydrates, because you will undergo puberty and are more active. Okay, I think, what about Parinya? Parinya, what sport do you like? What sport you play? Football, badminton? Okay. So during this time of adolescence, the boys really wanted to play. Okay, they want to play. They want to, play football for 2 hours, 3 hours, and all of that. That is why they need a lot of energy. And the girls during this time will undergo a lot of changes. The girls will have this puberty, and when the puberty hits you, it is the time when the girls will develop their breasts. Okay, their body will change. The girls will become sexy. Their hips will become bigger, and they will have these changes in their body. For boys as well, you will have changes in your body as well. The boys will speak very, very deep. Okay, hello, good morning. Okay, so the voice will actually become deeper. So that is the changes that will happen during the puberty stage, and you guys are more active. So you need extra energy. For older adults here, in older adults, these are your, I'm not part of this, older adults. These are your grandmother and your grandfather, okay? And they are, their bones are starting to get weaker and weaker. So that is why they need calcium and vitamin D. That's why our grandmother and grandfather, they have this special milk, right? Milk for grandmother and our grandfathers. So that's what they need. Did you highlight the words there? Okay, good, good. Now let's proceed here. This is in 1998, the Ministry of Health here in Thailand promoted this healthy eating among Thai people. This is what we call the nutrition flag. Okay, so I think you can find it in page 9 in your Inside Out textbook. This is not in page 8, this is in page 9. And you can see there how many rice or how many serving spoons you are going to eat with this different kind of food every single day. For example, milk. How many glasses of milk you need to drink? 1 to 2 glasses. The meat as well is 6 to 12 spoons in one day. Okay. So for example, in the morning, you have 2 spoons of meat. It's okay. For lunch, you have 2 as well. And for dinner, you have 2. So you have 6 spoons for one day. And the fruits is 3 to 5 portions. Starchy foods, 8 to 12 rice serving spoons. Vegetables, 4 to 6. And oil, sugar, and salt, eat only in limited amount. Now, here in page 9, I will not read all the 9 guidelines. But I want all of you in 6/1 to memorize. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? I want you to memorize not all 9, but I want you to memorize at least 3. Memorize 3 guidelines. You understand me? You understand? Okay, if you want to memorize the shorter ones like number 3, number 7, and number 8, up to you. But I want you to memorize 3 of these 9 guidelines. So that when we have our next class, or we can have our normal class back, then I will let you recite or memorize those guidelines. All right. Now, let's have here the next part, or the next section of our study is all about factors that determine our energy requirements. The first factor here is our gender, boys and girls. You will say, Teacher Edward, why is it that the boys are eating a lot of food compared to girls, but we girls, we become fatter, but the boys, they don't get fat? It is because the energy of the boys are great compared to the girls. It says here, boys tend to need more energy than the girls. Why? Because the boys, we have a lot of muscles. Okay. Now, if we have a lot of muscles in our body, we need a lot of energy to use them. Okay. Since we have a lot of energy, a lot of muscles in our body, we need more energy to move them. Okay. So that is the first thing that you need to remember. The second one is the age. Okay. The amount of energy that children needs increases as they grow into adults. Okay. When you were still a baby, you only you don't do anything. You know, you just play and then you eat. You don't have any work, no need for you to study. But as you grow older and older, you have a lot of things to do. And then you need more energy. But when you grow older, like your grandmother, grandfather, then the energy that we need will go back, it will decrease. Okay. So the next part that I want to highlight is the activity level. Are you still following with me? We are now on page 11. Page 11. A person who does more physical activity needs to take in more energy. Okay, let's see Chuntida and Nataya. For example, Chuntida is let's say a badminton player. Chuntida, for example, is a badminton player. And Nataya is a YouTuber. Okay, so Nataya is a YouTuber. So every day Nataya will just sit down and make a video and upload in YouTube. And Chuntida is always playing badminton. Okay, always playing badminton, yeah, and you know, all the sweats and all of that. Now, if Nataya and Chuntida will eat the same amount of food, what will happen? If they will eat the same amount of food, I think Nataya will become fatter, right? Because she is not doing anything, just sitting down and making videos. And Chuntida, since she is playing badminton, then maybe the food that she is eating will not be enough, not enough, or maybe it's okay, it's enough for her. But the point there, it depends on the activity level. For example, Parinia wants to play football for 4 hours every day. Then Parinia needs to eat a lot of food, right? Because if Parinia will not eat a lot of food, then he will collapse while running and just no energy, right? So it's not good. So it depends on the energy that you use every day. You understand? You understand? Good, good. Now, let's proceed to, let's have here. So we have here the 12 years old. I will consider all of you because you are above 2 years old and you're too young for 17. Let's focus on the 12 years old. So the boys, Parinya belongs here. Parinya needs 2,350 kilocalories. And female, let's say Paradhi needs 2,050 kilocalories. So let's take a look at the foods here. The energy value, for example, you eat pad thai. One plate of pad thai, you will get 940 kilocalories. Now, if Parami will eat 2 plates of pad thai in the afternoon or during the dinner time, that is 880. Oh, 1,880. So that is almost finished with 2,050. So if Parami will eat in the morning 1,000, eat 1,000 during lunch and 1,000 again in the dinner time. So Parami will have 3,000 kilocalories. So if she will continue that one, eating 3,000 kilocalories every day, then she will become fat. You understand? So that's why we need to balance this one. We need to get this 2,050. But what I'm trying to explain to you, it depends on your activity level. If Panatat is running 20 kilometers every day, 2,350 is not enough. You understand? Not enough if you have exercise a lot every day, okay? If you use all the energy every single day. So it depends, okay? It depends on your energy requirement. Now let's proceed to this part. We are now on page, what page are we now? Page 13, right? Now in page 13, we can see there the body mass index. I want you to highlight that. Page 13, the body mass index, or what we call the BMI, uses a person's height and weight to determine if he or she has a healthy mass for his or her height. So it is not good, Nataya, that if you are very tall and your weight is, and you weigh very light. It's not also okay if you are very short and your weight is very heavy. You understand? So you need to have to balance our height with our weight. You understand? Because if your weight and your height will not coincide, it will not, there will be some abnormalities in your BMI. If your BMI is 18.5 below, it means you are underweight. If your BMI is 18.5 to 24.9, as what you can see in page 13, you have a normal weight. Okay, so your weight is normal. But if your BMI will be 25 to 29.9, you are already overweight. Okay, so you need to know if you are overweight or not. Then the last one is, overweight, it means you are fat already. And obese, it means very, very, very fat. You understand? So we don't want to be very, very fat, right? So this one, if you have a BMI of 29.9. So what will happen if you are underweight? If you are underweight, a person is more likely to fall sick. Okay, so you are always sick. Okay, you say like, I cannot come to school because I'm sick, something like that. You are very sickly, not good. If you are overweight, like this, it is more likely to have health problems such as heart diseases. Okay, so heart problems if you are overweight, especially if you are obese. Now, I have here I search in Google and I type adult BMI calculator and I click the word metric and I type here my height. Teacher Edward is 163 centimeter tall and I weigh 61 kilograms. Okay, so if I will click calculate, I will click calculate there. The result is here. Your BMI is 23. So what am I? Am I underweight, normal, overweight, or obese? Teacher Edward is normal. You understand? You can solve your own BMI. I will give you time to solve your BMI. Here's how you're going to do it. 1.5. If Chan has a mass of 45 kilograms and has a height of 1.5 meters, his BMI would be 20. Okay? So I will give you time. Parinya, Parami, and all of you, I want you to solve your BMI. You understand? I want you to solve your BMI now. Okay? I want you to solve your BMI using this formula. 1.5 times 1.5, and then the result of that will be divided by 45. Then you can get the BMI. Okay? So, then, I will try to show you the calculator as well. Calculator. So that you will be able to follow along with me. I have here okay, I will share my screen. Where's the calculator here? Okay, can you see the calculator here? Can you see the calculator? Okay, so I will solve my BMI again. So it says there that it should be in meters. I will put 1.63. You understand? Because I am 163 centimeters. Now here in the formula, it is height in meters. So I will type 1.63 multiplied by 1.63 again. Okay? And the result will be 2.65. 2.65. So I will write here 61 divided by 2.65. So my BMI would be 23.0. So there, the answer here is 23, the same. You understand how are you going to solve? Natchanan, did you solve your BMI? Faradi, did you solve your BMI? You can use your calculator. How much is your BMI, Faradi? How much is your BMI? I'm sorry?
1. Oh, it's wrong. Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
It should be wrong. Okay? Who wants to share their BMI? Tanapon, how much is your BMI? Number 32?
27.
27. So you are now, what category you belong? You are overweight, but it's okay unless you will become obese. Okay, so you might consider exercising more and all of that. What about Chuntida? How much is your BMI, Chuntida?
17.5.
20.5. So 20.5 is
17.
17.5. Or maybe you need to gain more weight. Chuntida. All right. But as what I have told you earlier, this is only what is this? This is only a guideline. Okay, especially we don't use this BMI calculator for the babies. We don't use this BMI for the pregnant women, and for the kids like you, it's not very effective if you're going to calculate your BMI. But you can try calculating the BMI of your mother or father. Okay, so that you will know if they are normal, underweight, overweight, or obese. All right. Now, I hope you learned something about the BMI and how are you going to solve. Now, let's have our practice time. Let's have our practice time. Can you see here? Can you see? Can you see the balanced diet? The table below shows what Yada and Yang had for lunch. Okay, so Yada's lunch is made up of a bowl of French fries, a piece of fried chicken, a piece of fried fish, a can of cola. Now I want to ask somebody here. I want to ask number 6. Number 6, where are you? Can you turn on your mic? Number 6, Puri Wasaful. Yada's lunch does not provide him enough nutrients. Which group of nutrients is lacking in his lunch? Here. Is there a carbohydrate here in Yada's lunch? Is there a carbohydrate? Jirayu? Is there a carbohydrate? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, the French fries, right? French fries is from potato. Potato is carbohydrates. What about proteins? Is there any Lalada? Is there any proteins here in Yada's lunch? Yes or no? Yes or no, Lalada?
Yes.
Yes, the fried chicken and the fried fish, right? What about fats? Of course, when you say fried, it means it use oil, right? So there is fats there. What about vitamins and minerals? Are there any vitamins and minerals here? No. So the answer is Yada's lunch lacks minerals and vitamins. So that's the answer. Name one function of the nutrients mentioned in A. So what is the function of vitamins and minerals? What is the function of nutrients and minerals? Vitamins and minerals? Vitamins and minerals help the body to work properly. Okay? So what about the next one? I want somebody to answer here. In Yang's lunch, a bowl of rice, boiled carrots and spinach, a cup of apple juice. What is lacking in Yang's lunch? Is there any carbohydrates? Yes. Proteins? I don't know. Fats? I don't know as well. Carbohydrate? Vitamins and minerals? Yes, there are. So what is lacking? What is lacking, Chuntida? What is lacking in Yang's lunch? Fats, very good. Young's lunch lacks fat. You can say also Young's lunch lacks protein because there's no protein there. Okay. Now here, let's focus on the fat. What is the function of fat in our body? Who wants to answer? What is the function of fats in our body? Satawit, number 23. What is the work of fats in our body? You can go back to page, where is that? About the fat. You can go back to page 4 and you can read there what is the function of fats in our body. To keep us what? Yes, Satawit?
Keep us body warm.
I'm sorry, come again? Can you say it again? Satawit? Fats keep us?
Body warm.
Keep our body warm. Very good. Or it helps cushion body organs as well. Okay? Fats keep our bodies warm. All right. So let's proceed to the next one here. I will provide the BMI of all these people. Now, I want you to tell me what is the weight category: underweight, normal weight, overweight, or obese. Let's have Pong Narit, number 17. What is 32.2 BMI? What is the weight category here? Pong Narit? No answer from Pong Narit. Let's have Jirayu. What do you think? Yes, Pong Narit, go. Look at your book in page 13. Pong Narit, page 13. What's the answer? The here is 32.2.
Underweight.
Underweight, 32.2.
Oh, obese.
Obese, very good. So the first person is obese. Thank you, Pong Narit. What about Jirayu? 18.4. What is the weight category here? Jirayu?
Underweight.
Perfect. Underweight. What about 25.0? Let's have number 20. Number 20. Number 20, are you there? Oh. Yes, number 20. Maha, the person here is Maha, and this person has a BMI of 25.0. What is the weight category? Let's have Tanapon. What is the answer here? Tanapon?
Overweight.
Overweight. Thank you. What about the last one? Don Rapon. What's the answer?
Normal weight.
Normal weight. Perfect. Thank you, everybody. Now I want you to answer page. What page is this in your book? I think it is found in page 14. I want you to answer page 14 in your book. Number 1 can be answered true or false. And numbers 2, 3, 4 can be answered by a simple yes and no. Okay? So I will be giving you maybe 1 minute to finish this, answering in page 14 in your book. Okay? So answer page 14, and I want you to turn on your camera so that I can see if you are answering or not. Turn on your camera, please. What Charawit, turn on your camera. Number 20, turn on your camera as well. Thank you. Puri Wasapul, turn on your camera. Thank you. Katarida, turn on your camera. Number 3, turn on your camera. Chayangpul, turn on your camera as well. Jinipa, I cannot see you. Oh, there, I can see you now. Good, thank you. All right, I think you are all finished. Are you done? Paradi, are you finished? Good. What about Parinya? Finished? Tanakit, number 18, finished? Okay. I hope you're all done. We are going to answer now. Are you ready? Can you raise your hand if you are finished? Can you raise your hand if you're finished? Okay, 1, 2. Come on. Okay. What about Tirapong? Are you finished? There are 13 students who are finished already. Perfect. Ale, we have 70 now. What about the rest? I want you to end. Okay, 19. There should be 40 plus students. Only 19 finished, 20 now. Okay, because time check, it's already 1:58. We have 2 more minutes left. You can put your hands down now. Yes, we have 22 students. Perfect. Okay, so let's answer. Let's answer. As older adults age, their bones become stronger, so they should take less calcium and vitamin D. What is your answer, true or false? Anybody can answer this? True or false?
False.
False, very good. False. The next one. A 2-year-old girl needs to take in more energy than a 16-year-old girl. True or false?
False.
False as well. Very good. And the last one. Foods at the top of the food pyramid should be taken in small amounts. True or false?
True.
False.
Who answered false? That is true. Because the food at the top of the food pyramid is smaller compared to the base. And it means we need to eat less, or we need to eat in small amounts. Next here. Surasak has a mass of 70 kilograms and is 1.7 meter tall. Does he have a healthy BMI value? What do you think? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, you can answer this one by solving the BMI. Okay, so I will use my calculator here and I will try to solve. It's too big. Okay, so we have here Anne weighs 40 kilograms and is 150 centimeter tall. So 1.5 multiplied by 1.5. So 2.25. 40 divided by 2. Wait. 40 divided by 2.25 equals. Oh wait, what's the answer here? 40 divided by 2.25. The answer is 17.7. What's the answer? 17.7. Is that healthy?
No.
No. Very good. Next one is Chai weighs 110. Oh, 110 is a no-no already. It's very big already. It's heavy weight already, no? So let's try to compute. 1.7 multiplied by 1.7 equals 2.89. So 2.89 divided by 2.89. Then the answer is 38. Wow. Is this a healthy BMI? 38?
No.
No. So the answer is there. No. Who got 6/6? Raise your hand. Who got 6/6? Who got 6/6? We have 14, 15. Wow, very good, very good. I think this one is very easy, right? Very easy. Very, very easy. Now, you can actually try solving the BMI of your mother and father, right? Because they are, what is this? All right, thank you. So you can put your hands down now. Okay, so good job, everybody. We'd like to congratulate you. You're done. You did your best. Okay. Now I want you to know that we need to have this review before we are going to end our class. You can put your hands down now. Pong Narit, number 21, Tanapon, Lalada, and Tanakit. You can put your hands down now. Thank you. And let's have a review. These are the vocabularies that we learned. Balance, diet, balance, adequate, variety, obesity, kilocalories, moderate. Okay? And we also studied the things like the food pyramid, how to solve the BMI, and what are the factors that affect our energy requirement. Those are age, gender, and activity level. So I hope you learned something today. And that's all for today's online learning. Thank you for listening. All right. And please be safe always. And if you want to watch the video again about the food pyramid, you can watch it in the food pyramid educational video for kids. The link is here. All right. And safety alert, always follow the guidelines in order for us to stay safe from COVID-19. All right. So have a nice day, everybody. And I'm going to turn off the recording now.